Brian, Kara Foster and her family were there in the apartment last Wednesday when the sound of gunfire started and bullets came flying into her apartment. She says everyone in her apartment is safe now, but the trauma will likely stay with them for a long time.
I'm reliving it every day because it's a nightmare.
A nightmare. That's how neighbors living at the Drake Terrace apartments in Kendallville describe last week's shootout between police and 60-year-old Michael Emmons. Even though no neighbors were injured, it's left an impact emotionally.
There's a lot of, I want to say it's pain and suffering and all around.
Kara Foster lives right next door to Emmons. That night, Foster and her family were inside their apartment when out of nowhere, bullets began flying through the walls.
There's my door. It's got a lot of bullet holes in it.
As gunfire began, Foster rushed her family, including her kids, into her bedroom.
We were all hovered on this bed with my dog, my little Shih Tzu.
Her bedroom was their best option, as it was the furthest point away from the source of gunshots.
As a mother and having my kids in some kind of situation like that is overwhelming.
Foster says throughout the night, she kept trying to be a comforting mother for her children. Still, she says, all she wanted at the time was her own.
The whole time I was in my apartment, I wanted my mom. 35 years old and I wanted my mom.
After what felt like a never-ending nightmare, police came to their rescue by helping them escape through her daughter's window.
And they knocked the screen out of this window, and that's how we got out.
Foster and her family made it out safe that night. Even though they're physically unharmed, she says mentally they're traumatized.
Unless you're in that situation, then you will never know what me and my family went through.
As far as Foster's new living situation, her apartment complex gave her the option to go back or take a different apartment. They chose to move because she says it's too difficult emotionally for her family to return to their old home. Foster was there today to take her remaining belongings that weren't destroyed to her new place. Alex Knoll, 21 Alive News.